In 1994, Congress established the Office of Women's Health at the VA. Since then, women have become the fastest growing group of veterans. Dr. Patricia Hayes is the chief officer. She's also the 2022 Service to the Citizen Government Executive of the Year. Dr. Hayes, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Can you talk about the creation of the Office of Women's Health and its mission?
Certainly, the Office of Women's Health has been around, as you said, for quite some time, but more recently, we've been elevated to be able to really address the needs of the growing population of women veterans, largely due to the large number, the 20% of the military is female now, and we need to be able to continue to ramp up to be able to provide the best care to the women coming to us following their military service.
Can you give me an idea of how large your organization is?
Well, right now, today, there are 660,000 women receiving health care across our 150 medical centers and about 900 outpatient clinics. So we're one of the largest healthcare systems in the world, and it's integrated across the entire U.S. We have a women veteran person particularly set to help women veterans at every VA medical center, women veteran program manager, and we have women's health providers at every VA medical center.
And you say that the VA is unique in that it offers a, quote, whole health program. What does that mean?
Well, we have the kinds of things that everyone wants to have when you think about you're a whole person. So not only are you able to come and we have one-stop shop for women, which means that you come to primary care and you can have your gender-specific care and all your other health care, like you can have pap smears, but you can also have treatment for diabetes or high cholesterol, all by the same provider. And then in addition, we surround the veteran with looking at how you want to function in your life, what makes you happy. And we have services available like yoga, Tai Chi, chiropractic, and other things like art therapy or music therapy so that you can really become the person that you want to be.
The VA recently announced it will continue to provide abortion services, regardless of state policy. What's behind that decision?
The main reason why we did this, moving from a former exclusion to now providing abortion, is part of all of our healthcare, is patient safety. We knew that with the changes after the Dobbs Supreme Court decision, that it was going to become impossible in some states for us to provide full health care to women. And so we changed our regulation to provide that in-house.
And women often face different barriers in medical treatment and access. What are some of those barriers, and what more do you think the VA can do to make access to health care easier?
I think the greatest barrier for women veterans is not knowing that they are entitled to care at the VA. You don't have to have served in combat. You don't have to have been deployed to be able to come to VA for health care. That's the greatest barrier. Over and over again, women tell us they just didn't know we were here for them. And so we have a women veteran call center, and we have other means. You go to va.gov and you can just click on there and get into eligibility and get an appointment. That's really the challenge for us, the outreach to welcome women. We want you to know you belong at VA. We want you to be able to come and get the excellent health care that we provide.
You joined the VA back in 1984. That was a long time ago. How
Yes.
have things changed since then?
You make me feel old, but when I first was in the VA, there were only a few women veterans that were able to come in. We had one gynecologist that came once every 2 weeks. We now have services at every VA where we have women's health clinics and women's health providers, integrated care, and we really have built up, as I said, from those few veterans that were brave and came to the VA to over 1 million women veterans touch VA services today.
There have been recent reports of women experiencing harassment while seeking care at VA facilities. What's going on there, Dr. Hayes?
That's one of our big puzzles. That's one of our really big puzzles. Why would male veterans harass women when they come to the VA? We know that we address this with any number of recent initiatives. The Secretary has taken a very strong stand, the White Ribbon Campaign to stop harassment. And now women are telling us that they do feel welcome and that we have changed the environment. We've also set in a new reporting system, allowing everyone to have access to someone who will hear their complaint and take action, whether it's police action or other kind of action right then, that day, and get back to them so that we can change the culture of VA to be more inclusive across the board.
So what's your message to women vets?
My message is you're very important to us. You've always volunteered for your service. Please come to VA, check us out. We want you to understand that you belong at VA.
And you recently won the 2022 Service to the Citizen Award for Government Executive of the Year. What drives you to continue to do this work, and what does that award mean to you?
I feel so humbled by being named the Government Executive of the Year, and our services continue. My passion really comes from my work with veterans. They're in my heart. Veterans have been so important in terms of the very fact that I work for veterans. I wouldn't have this job without all of your sacrifice as veterans. So that's what keeps me going. And we want to continue to improve our services and to hear from veterans about what we can do better.
All right. Well, Dr. Hayes, I appreciate your service, and thank you so much for being on the program with us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any future Government Matters interviews.